Attention, custom water cooling OGs. If you heard about them before, I've been using XSPC's EC6 coolants and dyes for years. And let me tell you something, they are game changers, especially on this old boy right here. Let's get into this. Everyone's by Loctech back at again with some more juicy news. Well, more off the beaten path this time around, so I'm talking about more like a review for stuff I've been using for quite some time. And you OG water cooling heads over there, I mean custom water cooling, not AIOs, should be familiar with the brand XSPC. Now, I've been using today, years now, it's been over 6 years, the XSPC EC6 coolants and their dyes. My current rig, or the time before, I had the UV Aqua dye and the green one, as well as the UV blue one, and I kind of combined all of them with white in my last build to get like an aquamarine kind of turquoise color. Right now I'm just using sky blue, so I'm just using the blue by itself, so I just use the blue one here. And it mileage may vary, but XSPC has always been a trusted and reliable manufacturer when it comes to custom water cooling, and they had never let me down. My whole kit in the back in the case was XSPC, more specifically the OG AX360 kit that came with a 360 relator, like the thin ones, and D5 and all that other good jazz. You OG heads know what I'm talking about. But I've been using it for over 6 years now, and let me tell you, this thing is a game changer. I have never had a coolant this consistent and kept my temperatures as chilly as this coolant has. Now, I have a 3900X that is under right now that I had for the last over 6 years now, and honestly, the highest I've seen it got was probably like 30, low 30 degrees C, but on the low end I've seen it as low as like 24, 25 C, which is a really good temperature for a hot CPU like the like the 3900X from Zen 2. So I kept that by really cool, and I have like 350 at the top, 360 millimeter right at the top, and all the other good jazz. But I have to just do a little review on how my experience has been so far. I never had any issues with this. Like I said, mileage may vary, but I never had any issues with any XSPC products. And the coolant and the vibrance of the dyes and the colors of the coolant is really crazy. More specifically, the coolant I have in here now is the UV opaque blue, which gives it kind of like a sky blue, but the light's it's not bright anymore, so you can't really see the UV thing because the light's kind of like in and out. That's in the reservoir. But it's a really good coolant and it cools really, really well. And actually, like custom cooling has been a lot of challenges as far as like more frequent maintenance and like just slapping the AIO. But I'm kind of don't want to get away from the aesthetic of the custom cooling because I was considering using just forgetting the custom stuff and going for the good old AIO that actually have warranties and stuff for my next upgrade, which is coming in a few weeks. But I might still go custom because I just look at it, it looks nice. So that's like aesthetics and the cleanness of the looks of when they do custom cooling. I know it may not be a lot of big degree difference between like a really big noctua fan or a regular 360 AIO, but I actually tested myself on all different forms of cooling, and I get probably like 3 to 5 degrees lower on a custom cooling loop versus an AIO that I had in the past or an actual big old fan. So you do see the difference, and you also tell like when the exhaust at the top comes out how the thing is cooling. So it's supposed to be exhaust, so it's like hot air, but 9 times out of 10 it's like either room temperature or really cool air because everything stays chilly from the CPU when it emanates the heat and the wattage or whatever. So I really want to say, if y'all in the market for custom cooling, artifacts and stuff, and you're looking for a good coolant that will serve you time and time again for ages to come, the EC6 by XSPC has never let me down. And if you're looking to do the custom looping for water cooling, I advise you trying that brand out. Again, you OG heads know XSPC has always been a reliable thing. So I know some people are EK fanboys. Well, let's not talk about EK because they're down the rabbit hole. But I know some people have preferences and whatnot for the custom cooling parts that they get or brands. Some people like the Black Ice GTS radiators. Some people like Alpha Cool. There's so many different, many water cooling brands out there. And I personally get most of my, like 9 times out of 10, I get all my water cooling parts from the site called Performance PCs. They're very good customer service, and they always deliver on time, and they have MSRP prices for all the water cooling stuff they have. They don't jack up the price or try to price gouge you like other third-party water cooling sites. That's Performance PCs. Y'all check it out if you're trying to get into custom cooling. Anything you can have or need for a water cooling loop custom, you can find there at a reasonable price. It's kind of sad that kind of custom water cooling kind of died up for the most part, and more people go to fans or AIOs now because it's easier and have warranties and all that good stuff. And it's not like individual warranties for the parts, like custom parts. But there definitely is a big drop. A lot of good companies dropped off the side of the world as far as that were really good brands when it comes to the water cooling space. And XSPC is a tongue twister all the time. XSPC is still one of the OGs that's still kicking and still taking names and still making new stuff and innovating new stuff, because they know there's always going to be a niche people that want to do custom cooling still, and all the OGs like myself have not just fallen off and disappeared. Because I still believe and like custom cooling because it just looks nicer and it feels more, you feel a sense of accomplishment when you're building and doing your own loop yourself. So let me know what y'all think below. Have y'all tried EC6 by XSPC before? Do y'all like it? Have you tried the dyes? Do you like the color, the vibrance of their colors for the dyes and their coolants? Let me know if you tried it before, this brand, before I heard about it, and let me know what your temperatures are below. Until then, this is your boy Lock Tech signing out.